morning. Welcome to our Read to Me story time. I'm Miss Nancy Valdivia, one of the librarians here for Palm Springs Public Library. Like my little doggy here? Oh, he's telling you his name. That's very good. Can you speak a little louder? Oh, he's so excited to be with story time with me today. We're going to read a couple of stories, do some little finger plays, and then I'm going to show you some other friends that I have today. All right, this is Fluffy. He's very, very fluffy. Let's do a song with Fluffy, and it's a song called Bingo. All right, do you know that song, Bingo? B-I-N-G-O. There was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. B-I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, we do one clap. Drop the beat. I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, two claps. N-G-O, N-G-O, N-G-O. And Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, three claps. G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer who had a dog, and what was his name? Yes, Bingo. Bingo was his name. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer who had a dog. Bingo was his name. Oh, now we do five claps. Ready? And Bingo was his name. Oh. Wasn't that a good one? That was a good one. Good one. All right, we're going to have Fluffy have a little seat with us here. All right, he's going to listen to our stories. I wanted to share another friend with you today. October is a month of also celebrating nocturnal animals, okay? And as you can see here, I have a little critter that is very active during the nighttime. Do you know what kind of animal this is? Type of bird? Think, think, think. Think, think, think. Let me hear you. You're right. It's an owl. Do you know what kind of sound an owl makes? Sometimes they make all different type of sounds, but there's one that's very, very common. Can I hear you do this sound? Can I hear you? Let me hear you. A little bit louder. Very good. Hoo, 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 hoo. Yes, it's a very common hooting owl. So I thought I'd share this little guy with us. Sometimes you see this little guy on display out in the youth room. I haven't thought of a name yet. Maybe you can help me and send me a little information about what you think this owl should be named. All right, let's do another song. Do you see what I have with me today? What does it look like? What does it look like? Ooh, yes, it does look a little bit like a spider. It does, but this is much larger than a spider, like the one I shared with you last week. A little bit larger. Can you see? Yes, it still has the 8 legs. Yes, yes, yes. But it's so much larger. Tarantula. Can you say tarantula? Ooh. Now, this is something that some people do have as pets. They're very careful with them. And I thought that we would modify our itsy bitsy spider song to do gigantic tarantula song. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Is that a good idea? What do you think? You think that's a good idea? We're going to call this one Aragon. Some of you might know what that name is from. Aragog. All right, are you ready? Ooh, look at him move. He's ready. You ready? tarantula. The gigantic tarantula went up and up and up. Then down came the rain and watched the gigantic tarantula out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. But the gigantic tarantula climbed up and up and up. Oh! Ah! I got a tarantula on my head! Oh! Wanna try that again? Let's try it in Spanish. Ooh, wanna try this in Spanish? Super duper brain power? Then we're gonna change the word to tarantula to tarantula. Tarantula. Can you say that? Tarantula. And then we're gonna make it even bigger super brain power by saying gigantic tarantula by gigante tarantula. Can you say it like that, really scary? La giganta tarantula subió, subió, subió. Vino la Julia y se la llevó. Salió el sol y subió, subió, subió. Y la gigante tarántula subió, subió, subió. Otra vez en mi cabeza. ¡Ay! So this is my little tarantula. He also needs a name. I gave him a name, Aragog, but if you feel there's another name that might be good for him, let me know. Okay. Tarantula. All right, let's go ahead and get ready for our story. You ready? Are you ready? Go ahead and play my game with me. You ready? Let's go ahead and warm up our hands. And get out the silly shakes. So I'm gonna make that noise. You gotta make the noise. It's gotta be silly. And clap, 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 clap. Woo! It's a great day out there. Beautiful. The sun's out. The sky is blue. And it might be just a little bit cooler finally. All right. And just in case you forgot, did you forget to say good morning to your family? Your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your friends, your teacher? Well, go ahead. Go and say good morning. It's never too late. Hello, good morning. I'm so glad I could see you this morning. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. Hi, hi, hi. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Ooh, hi. All right. My first story today I would like to share with you is called The Cazuela That the Farm Maiden Stirred. So remember, we're still celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, so some of our stories are going to be bilingual. So that's a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of English. So you're going to have some super duper brain power going on this morning. 2 languages, English and Spanish. All right? And this story is written by Samantha R. Vamos and illustrated by Rafael Lopez. Now, as you can see, the young lady, the maiden, she is holding something in her hand. She has a spoon in one hand, and then in the other hand, she's holding a big pot or a big bowl. So that's what cazuela means, a big pot or a big bowl, just depending on what it's being used for. But this one looks like a big bowl to us right now. Okay? And this story is read to you with permissions by Charlesbridge Publishers. I just wanted to share this pictures with you. The Rafael Lopez illustrated. They're very colorful, very beautiful. As you can see, the young lady's here at work. She's here at work making something. Okay. And I guess she likes to dance when she's making something too. That's going to be kind of fun when you got some good music going on and you're dancing around while you're cooking or cleaning. So, our story again, The Cazuela That the Farm Maiden Stirred. Written by Samantha R. Vamos and illustrated by Rafael Lopez and read to you with permissions by Charlesbridge. We also have a little bit of dedication here. Dedicated for Jackson and my father, with love and with gratitude to mi amiga querida Rosa Maria. That's from the author. and to Richard and Sylvia for soul-stirring consejos. And that's right, that's from Rafael Lopez. Charlesbridge is a registered trademark of Charlesbridge Publishing Incorporated. So this is a pot, Cazuela, pot, that the farm maiden stirred. Can you help that farm maiden stir? Sometimes cooking can be very, very, very hard. You gotta use your muscles. So let's stir that pot. Let's stir. Very good, very good. This is the butter that went into the cazuela pot that the farm maiden stirred. Okay, now we're getting some ingredients in there. You gotta stir. Come on, help her stir. And this is the goat. That's what a goat sounds like. Can you do that? Very good, buddy. That the churn the cream to make the mantequilla. Mantequilla is another word for butter. Mantequilla. Very good. That went into the cazuela pot that the farm maiden stirred. All right. We got that butter going. Stir it now, stir it now. Can you do better than the goat? Can you go a little faster? Yeah, very good. This is the cow. What kind of sound does the cow make? Do you remember? Do you remember? Let me hear you. Come on, louder. Don't be shy. Go ahead. Moo. You got it. A big moo. This is a cow that made the fresh milk while teaching the cabra that churned the crema to make the mantequilla. So remember, we have the goat, the cabra, who churned the butter. Remember? That to make the cream that makes butter. Very good. That went into the cazuela, the pot. You're learning a lot of brain power stuff today. And what does the cow sound like? Moo. Very good. All right. Now this is the duck. What kind of sound does he make? Very good, very good. And this is the duck that went to the market to buy the sugar to flavor the leche, milk, made fresh by the vaca, cow, while teaching the cabra, goat, that churned the crema, cream, to make the mantequilla, butter, that went into the cazuela pot that the farm maiden stirred. Remember, farm work is very hard. You've got to make that butter. You got to keep churning. You got to keep stirring. It doesn't make itself, boys and girls. It doesn't make itself. It's called elbow grease. You see my elbow, how it's moving? Good job. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. This is the donkey. Ee-aw, 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 ee-aw. Oh my goodness, that donkey makes such a loud noise. That plucked the lime and carried the pato, duck, that went to the mercado, market, to buy the azúcar, sugar, to flavor the leche, milk, made fresh by the vaca, moo, cow, while teaching the cabra, goat, that churned the crema, cream, to make the mantequilla, butter, that went into the cazuela pot that the farm maiden stirred. And there she is. She's still working. She's still working, boys and girls. That butter takes a long time to make. And this is the hen. Oh, she doesn't like you looking at her. This is the hen that laid the eggs while grating the limon, the lime, plucked by the burro, donkey, that carried the pato, that went to the mercado market to buy the azúcar, sugar, to flavor the leche, milk, made fresh by the vaca, cow, while teaching the cabra, goat, that churned the crema, cream, to make the mantequilla. What is it? You got it, butter! That went into the, Cazuela, pot, that the farm maiden stirred. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, so many people and critters involved in making this butter. And this is the farmer who planted the rice while tending the gallina, chicken, that laid the huevos, the eggs. There they are, the eggs. How many eggs do we have? Can you tell? How many eggs are in that basket? Let's count. Uno, dos. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Very good. Now super duper brain power in español. You ready? ¿Listos? Ready? Uno, dos. 2 eggs, or dos huevos. Muy bien, very good. So we have 2 eggs that carried, while tending the gallina, the chicken, that laid the huevos, the eggs, while grating the limon. Just going to make it something with that grating of the limon. You have to use your little bit of elbow even faster to grate that lime. Plucked by the burro, the donkey, that carried the pato, that went to the market, mercado, to buy the azúcar, sugar, to flavor the leche, milk, made fresh by the vaca, cow, good job, while teaching the cabra, which is, you got it, goat, that churned the crema, the cream, to make the mantequilla, butter, that went into the what? The cazuela! Yes, the pot that the farm maiden stirred. You can see the farm maiden is still busy working up there. And you can see the burro, the donkey, and the pato up there too. That's the duck. Oh my, how many animals do we have in our picture now? You want to count? You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different animals, right? And do they look happy or sad or hungry? I think they look hungry. Yes. And they're happy too. So when the mantequilla, butter, from the cabra, goat, and the leche from the vaca, the cow, the azúcar, sugar, from the pato, that's the duck. Oh, I forgot Mr. Pato, Mr. Duck, he's right over here in the corner. Thank you for letting me know. So we have 5 animals, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wiggle those fingers. 5, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Muy bien, very good, very good. The limón, the lime from the burro. The huevos, eggs from the campesino. That would be the farmer, right? From the farmer's place. Were all mixed into the cazuela, the bowl. So she's still working. Come on. Mix, 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 mix. It must be something good because look at all the smiles that are around in this picture. Very good, very good. This is the donkey, the burro. This is the goat or cabra. Very good. This is the hen or gallina. This is the, remember? Do you remember? It's cow in English or in Spanish. You remember? Very good, vaca. Wow, super duper brain power. What about this guy right over here? Is it a duck? Yes, but in Spanish? Pato. boom, 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 boom. The burro plucked a banjo. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. The vaca cow shook a maraca. A maraca! Ooh, boys and girls, remember we made maracas? You remember? Hey, this is a maraca. This is a maraca. Ooh, yes. Ooh, we have a fiesta going on here. And the campesino and the farm maiden dance. Oh, everyone's having so much fun. Something's cooking. And no one watched the cazuela, the pot that the farm maiden stirred. The cazuela simmered and sputtered. It bubbled and burped. Oh, boys and girls, after all that hard work, is it going to burn? ¿Se va a quemar? Oh, no, I hope not. Let's find out. Want to turn the page and find out? Let's find out. Just when it was about to burst, the farm maiden cried, "Ay!" And the cabra, goat, vaca, cow, pato, duck, burro, donkey, gallina, hen, campesino, and farm maiden all stirred the cazuela one last time. Woo, boys and girls, almost burned. Oh, when the cazuela was finally ready, everyone said, gracias. That's another word called thank you in English. Gracias. For the arroz con leche, rice with milk, that the campesina stirred. Ooh, that's delicious. Here we have gracias spelled out. Thank you. And everyone's still dancing. They can't wait to have the arroz con leche, rice with milk. Whoa. The fiesta's over. The arroz con leche is gone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Adios. Really some beautiful illustrations. Look at those colors. What colors do you see, boys and girls? Tell me. Shout them out. I can hear you. Go ahead. Let's start here. What color is that? Got it. Orange. How about over here? What color is that? Good job. Green. My goodness. How about over here? To me, it looks like the color red. Yes. Very nice. In the path. You see there? Beautiful yellow. And how about the smoke? It looks a little bit like blue. Yes. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. And that is the end of our story. That is the end of that. And in this particular story, you have the recipe for arroz con leche, otherwise known in English as rice pudding. Ooh, it looks delicious, boys and girls. Delicious. That is the end of that. The cazuela that the farm maiden stirred. Pat yourselves on the back for that story, okay? Because even though I'm reading the story and I'm making the sounds, you're still learning to be a good reader. And you're using super duper brain power by using 2 languages, not just one, but 2 languages. 2 languages, English and Spanish. Great job, genius. Great job. them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, 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 clap. Very good. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Put them in your lap, 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 lap. Now, if you have your children in your lap, this is a great opportunity to tickle them as we pretend that bugs are crawling up our arms. You ready? Creep them, crawl them, creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Ah! Ay, 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 ay. Fluffy! I've got bugs crawling all over! Ah! Ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah. Open up your little mouth and do not let them in. Mm-mm. 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 This close to having my favorite breakfast burrito with creepy, crawling tarantulas on it. Yuck. My next story for you today is called The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything. And this story is written by Linda Williams and illustrated by Megan Boyd. She's a tough old lady. She's not afraid of anything. Now we read this book to you with permissions by HarperCollinsPublishers. So as you can see here, it is harvest time. And this book has been dedicated to Charles by Linda Williams and to my parents with love and gratitude from Megan Lloyd. So it's harvest time, boys and girls. And right now, things that are being harvested are apples and pumpkins and squash and corn and nuts. So as you can see here, the little old lady is getting ready to go get something. Are you ready? Let's go, let's go. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. One windy afternoon, get the wind with me. The little old lady left her cottage and went for a walk in the forest to collect herbs and spices, nuts and seeds. She walked so long and so far that it started to get dark. There was only a sliver of the moon shining through the night, and the little old lady started to walk home. Do you remember how I told you about nocturnal animals? The owl that I showed you is also a nocturnal animal. So we'll see owls, at nighttime. And I want to share one other friend with you. Can you guess what this is, boys and girls? Can you guess what that is? Can you tell? It looks like a bandit. Looks like it has a mask on its face. Raccoons are also nocturnal animals. You may see them from time to time. Raccoon. Let him sit right there. Suddenly, she stopped. Right in the middle of the path were two, show me the number 2, 1, 2, 2 big shoes. 1, 2, wiggle, 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 wiggle. And the shoes went clop, 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 clop. Can you stomp your feet for me? Clop, 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 clop. Good. Lady, and on she walked down the path. But behind her she could hear 2 shoes going. Can you see them there? They're following her. of pants going wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Farther still, the little old lady bumped into a shirt. And the shirt went I'll use my maracas for a little bit of sound effects. Oh, boys and girls, let's count how many articles of clothing we have now. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Very good. En español. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Oh, get out of my way, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. And on she walked. A little bit faster, but behind her she could hear. Join me now. 2 shoes going thump, thump, thump. And 1 pair of pants going wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And 1 shirt going shake, 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 shake. A little ways on, the little lady came upon 2 white gloves and a tall hat. A tall black hat. And the gloves went, put this down, clap, 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 clap. And the big black hat went nod, 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 nod. Get out of my way, you 2 white gloves and you tall black hat. I'm not afraid of you, she said. And on she walked, just a little bit faster. But behind her she could hear, ready? 2 shoes going. 1 pair of pants going wiggle, 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 wiggle. 1 shirt going shake, 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 shake. And 2 gloves going clap, 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 clap. Can you do that? I can do this one. Clap, 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 clap. And 1 hat going nod, 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 nod. By now, the little old lady was walking at quite a fast pace. She was very near her cottage when she was startled by a very huge, very orange, very scary pumpkin head. And the head went boom, boom, boom. Oh, boys and girls, do you see that? Oh my goodness, it's got 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And it says, boom! Whoa! I don't know about you, but I'm scared. Let's find out what happens to the little old lady. Woo. This time, the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran. But behind her, she could hear 2 shoes going bump, 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 bump. 1 pair of pants going wiggle, 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 wiggle. 1 shirt going shake, 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 shake. 2 gloves going clap, 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 clap. 1 hat going nod, 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 nod. And 1 scary pumpkin head going boo, boo, boo. Look at that little old lady. She looks scared. The little old lady did not look back. She ran as fast as she could and didn't stop to catch her breath until she was safe inside her cottage with that door locked. Oh. She sat in her chair by anything, right? That's what it says in the story, at the beginning of the story, right? So she went to the door and opened it. What do you think she saw? Let's find out. You ready? Let's find out. Two shoes going clump, 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 clump. One pair of pants going wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. One shirt going shake, 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 shake. Two gloves going one hat going nut, 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 nut. And one scary pumpkin head going boo, 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 boo. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady bravely. What do you want anyway? We've come to scare you, blah, 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 blah. Ah, you can't scare me, said the little old lady. Then what's to become of us? The pumpkin head suddenly looked unhappy. I have an idea, said the little old lady. She whispered into the pumpkin's ear. The pumpkin head nodded, and its face seemed to brighten. The little old lady said, "Good night," closed the door, and whistled on her way to bed. I wonder what she whispered. Do you have any ideas what she may have whispered? Do you? What do you think? Tell me, go ahead. Let me know. Yeah, that's a possibility. Anything else? Anybody else? That's a good idea too. You want to find out? You want to find out what happens next? Want me to turn the page? You got it. You got it. The next morning, she woke up early. She went to the window and looked out into her garden. And what do you think she saw? Two shoes going clump, 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 clump. One pair of pants going wiggle, 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 wiggle. One shirt going shake, 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 shake. Two gloves going clap, 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 clap. One hat going nut, 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 nut. And one scary pumpkin head going boo, 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 boo. And scare all the crows away. Now that was a very good idea. Now it's a scarecrow. And doing a good job looking at all those crows flying away. And that is the end of that. The little old lady who was not afraid of anything. Written by Linda Williams and illustrated by Megan Lloyd. Boy, that is a clap, isn't it? Go ahead, clap out loud. Woo! That was a great story. So this story and many other Halloween stories are available to you at the Palm Springs Public Library using Library A Go-Go. Okay? A modified curbside service. Free for you and your family. So if you want to check this out, it's available. Alright, I thought we'd do some more wiggles. Let's go ahead and stand up. Alright? Let's do Hickory Dickory Dock. And Hickory Dickory Dock has a little mouse that goes up and down a clock. So this is our mouse. We need some ears for a mouse. Alright? And then tick-tock. The clock that it runs up has a little hour tick-tocker. And it moves back and forth like this. Alright? Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, tick tock. Very good, very good. Let's do it a bit faster. Hickory dickory dock, tick tock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, tick tock. Alright, I have another wiggle. Let's do patty cake. Ready? This patty bee. All right? And put it in the oven for baby and me. So if you have a baby, you could do this on their belly, okay? All right? Patty cake, baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it and pat it and mark it with a bee. Make that bee. And put it in the oven, which is what the grown-ups would do for you, for baby and me. Good job. How about, I'm going to ask Fluffy to join me. I'm going to sing this song, and I think I should have him with me when I sing this song. You ready? You ready? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You go ahead and clap with this as well. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Woo-hoo! He loves that song. Good job. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and now read another story to you, but this story will be completely in Spanish, in Espanol. Okay? But you can still go ahead and hang out and take a look at the pictures and use your super duper brain power, because believe it or not, you might be able to understand what I'm actually saying. So you're learning Spanish, Espanol. All right. Ahora le voy a leer un cuento aquí en español, totalmente en español, y se llama Mamá, la extraterrestre. Está escrito por René, Colato, Laínez, ilustrado por Laura, la cámara. Y tenemos permiso para leer este cuento por Children's Books Press, an imprint of Lee and Low Books Incorporated. So we can read this book to you with permissions from Children's Books Press, an imprint of Lee and Low Books Incorporated. Mamá, the alien. Mamá, la extraterrestre. ¿Qué? Extraterrestre. Está dedicado para María Price. Gracias por ser una amiga fantástica. Ese es por René. Y para mi papá, que me demostró que se podía vivir trabajando como artista, por Laura. Aquí tenemos una niña que está jugando básquetbol. Alright. Y este es un libro que está disponible en la biblioteca de Palm Springs. Es un libro bilingüe. Entonces un lado es en inglés y el otro lado está en español. El sábado pasado descubrí un gran secreto. Estaba escondiendo en la cartera de mi mamá. Yo estaba en el patio jugando básquetbol cuando la pelota rebotó por la puerta abierta de la cocina. ¡Pum! La cartera de mamá cayó en el suelo. Se salieron las llaves, la billetera y una tarjeta. La tarjeta tenía el nombre de mamá. Leí la gran palabra azul que estaba arriba. Alien. No lo podía creer. Mamá era un alien, una extraterrestre. Mira, ¿qué está ahí? ¿Qué clase de animal es? Sí, un gatito, ¿verdad? ¿Qué color es? Muy bien, gris. Muy bien. ¿Qué ruido hace, gatito? Mamá entró a la cocina y papá venía detrás de ella. ¿Qué fue ese ruido, Sofía?, preguntó mamá. Tu cartera se cayó, le dije, y le di la tarjeta. ¿Es esta una tarjeta verdadera? cuando recibió esa tarjeta hace muchos años, dijo papá. Estuvo saltando de alegría un buen rato. Sí, dijo mamá. Cuando llegué a los Estados Unidos, mi sueño era obtener esa tarjeta. Yo no las necesito, pero la llevo conmigo para la buena suerte. Yo también tengo un sueño, dije. Quiero ser jugadora de básquetbol o cantar en una banda. Eso es maravillosa, Sofía, dijo mamá, y me dio un abrazo. Luego, pues puso la tarjeta en su cartera y se fue a su recámara. Y aquí están los sueños de la niña. ¿Jugar básquetbol o estar en una banda? Papá, ¿tú también tenías una tarjeta? Pregunté. No, yo no tengo una tarjeta como mamá porque nací aquí, dijo papá. Y agarró las llaves del auto. Voy al gimnasio a hacer ejercicios. Ten cuidado con esa pelota de básquetbol. Gemela de mamá. Papá me llama gemela de mamá porque dice que somos idénticas, como dos gotas de agua. Si yo soy la gemela de mamá, ¿significa eso que yo soy también una extraterrestre? Es una buena pregunta, ¿verdad? ¿Será cierto? Vamos a averiguar. Era divertido jugar a imaginar. Me gustaba imaginar que lanzaba la pelota como los mejores jugadores del básquetbol y cantaba como mis bandas favoritas. Hola. Hello. Hello. Hola. Sorry. Pero mamá no estaba imaginando. Ella era una extraterrestre del espacio. Me preguntaba si ella conocía a otros extraterrestres. ¿En qué idioma hablarán? ¿Sabía mamá 3 idiomas? Inglés, 1. Español, 2. ¿Y extraterrestre? 3. Tenía que investigar. ¿Será cierto, niños? ¿Será cierto eso? Vamos a ver. Por la tarde fui a la biblioteca. Ninguno de los libros decía con seguridad qué idioma hablaban los extraterrestres, pero descubrí que algunos extraterrestres eran pequeños y otros eran altos. Algunos solo tenían 4 dedos en cada mano, u otros tenían grandes ojos, o su piel podía ser gris o azul o verde. Algunos extraterrestres tenían antenas como aquí. ¡Ay! ¡Wow! Mamá era excelente escondiendo su apariencia de extraterrestre. Ella tenía la cara y manos de una madre humana normal. Quizás a ella le habrían concedido un permiso especial para lucir como una humana en vez de una extraterrestre. ¿Es posible? Me preguntaba si por la noche, cuando yo estaba ya dormida, mamá se transformaba para lucir como un extraterrestre. Estacionaron algunos de sus amigos extraterrestres un platillo volador en nuestro patio. ¿Visitaron a mamá en nuestra casa o se llevaron de paseo a ver extraterrestres en otros planetas? Tenía que tener cuidado con cosas extrañas que aparecieron en nuestros patios. Y tenía que acordarme de guardar la pelota del básquetbol en mi cuarto. De lo contrario, los extraterrestres podrían llevárselo prestada para jugar un juego especial. Espacial. Ay, qué bonito. A ver, ¿cuántos extraterrestres están aquí? A ver, vamos a contar. 1, 2, 3 y 4, incluyendo a mamá. Y ya tienen el básquetbol, van a jugar algo especial. Ay, ay, ay. Comencé a amar el rompecabezas. Mamá era una extraterrestre. Papá no tenía una tarjeta, pero por eso no era un extraterrestre. Eso significaba que yo era mitad extraterrestre. Ay. Yo lucía como una niña humana normal, así que mis partes extraterrestres estaban escondidas. Pero tenía que descubrir qué parte de mí era extraterrestre. ¿Podría ser extraterrestre de la cabeza al ombligo? ¿O el ombligo a los pies? ¿Podría ser extraterrestre solo a mi lado derecho? ¿O solo a mi lado izquierda? Tenía que seguir investigando al día siguiente. ¡Qué raro ve! Se ve muy raro. ¡Qué imaginación!, ¿verdad? Después de meterme en la cama esa noche, escuché a mamá y papá platicando. La ceremonia es en 2 días, dijo mamá. Tengo que aguardar algo de la cocina para prepararme para mi transformación. No me reconocerás en mi gran día. Yo tenía sueño, pero tenía que ver lo que estaba pasando. Abrí la puerta y caminé de puntillas hasta la cocina. Mira la sombra de mamá en la pared. Estiró los brazos. Su cuerpo era largo, delgado y no tenía piernas. Había bultos en su cabeza. Respiré profundamente. Mis manos temblaban, pero me armé de valor y encendí la luz. ¡Oh, no! Grité. Mamá saltó y gritó también. Tenía tubos por la cabeza. Su cara estaba verde y vestía una bata de baño larga. También tenía un pepino en la mano. ¡Mamá! ¡Eres una extraterrestre!, grité. ¿Será cierto eso, niños? Ay, vamos a averiguar. Mira qué asustada está. Hasta ese pelo. Ay. Papá corrió a la cocina. ¿Qué está pasando aquí?, preguntó. Es mamá, dije. Es una extraterrestre del espacio. Lo vi en su tarjeta. Ay, Sofía, yo no soy del espacio, dijo mamá. Lo que viste fue mi vieja tarjeta de residencia. Esa tarjeta me dio permiso para vivir y trabajar en los Estados Unidos. ¡Ay, no! Alien es una de esas palabras que tienen más de un significado en inglés, dije. Entonces, un alien es alguien de otro planeta o alguien de otro país. ¿Así como tú, mamá? Así es, así es. Ay, papá trajo la cartera de mamá de la recámara y mamá sacó una tarjeta que decía arriba Permanent Resident. Esto es lo que tengo ahora, dijo mamá. El gobierno cambió el nombre de la tarjeta y cuando remové mi tarjeta de Resident Alien, en vez de esa me dieron esta tarjeta. Y pronto ya no necesitará mi tarjeta de residencia permanente, dijo mamá. En 2 días me haré ciudadana. Y es por eso que me estoy dando este tratamiento de belleza. Quiero estar la más bella que puedo para la ceremonia. Entonces tengo cremas a la cara y pepino en los ojos. El lunes por la mañana papá nos llevó a un acto en un edificio muy grande. Adentro habrá muchas personas que sostenían pequeñas banderas de los Estados Unidos. Escuchaban un hombre que hablaba desde una plataforma y luego todos dijeron al juramento a la bandera. Así. Mamá ondeó su bandera. Ahora soy ciudadana de los Estados Unidos de América. ¡Uhú! Exclamó mamá cuando la ceremonia terminó. Papá y yo le dimos un gran abrazo. Ahora celebramos, dije, y le di a mi mamá un regalo especial. Y aquí lo ves, unas antenas. Y eso es el fin de este cuento. Mamá, la Extraterrestre, por René y Colato Laínez y ilustrado por Laura la Cámara. Muy bien. Darte unos aplausos al autor, al ilustrador. Un trabajo bien hecho. No se olviden que estos libros están y mucho más disponibles aquí en la biblioteca de Palm Springs. Ve a nuestra página web www.palmspringslibrary.org. Aquí puedes ver y te podemos prestar los libros por medio de nuestro programa Librarian Go-Go. Pedir los libros, recogerlos y llevarlos a la casa. Y no se olviden de descubrir otras cosas que tenemos para ayudarles con la tarea. Help Now, World Book, y también para los que están buscando trabajo, Job Now. ¿Ok? All right. Gracias por asistir a este horario de cuentos. Nos vemos la próxima semana. Sigan celebrando la hispanidad. Y adiós. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Palm Springs Public Library for our Read to Me story time. Remember that these books and many other things are available to you through our website, www.palmspringslibrary.org, through our Library Go-Go program. And don't forget to look at our online databases, Help Now for your homework, and World Book, and many other databases available for your schoolwork. And if you're looking for a job, Job Now.